The impossible dream. I'll never forget the day my father's laughter echoed through the living room as I shared my dream. You want to be a painter? What makes you think you're special enough to make a living off that nonsense? The rest of the family joined in, rolling their eyes and shaking their heads, as if I had just declared I wanted to fly to Mars. The words cut deep, leaving me feeling small and insignificant. I could feel the weight of their expectations suffocating me. That very moment became my breaking point. I grabbed my paintbrush and told myself that one day I would prove them wrong. I packed my bags, leaving behind a life that felt more like a cage than a home. The years that followed were grueling. I slept on couches, my belongings fitting into a single backpack, and ate instant ramen for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. At times, my bank account dwindled to zero, and the weight of rejection felt like a heavy shroud. I worked multiple jobs, waiting tables, selling art supplies, anything to keep my dream alive. I remember one night, sitting at a dimly lit diner, my hands stained with paint and my heart heavy with doubt. I was about to give up, ready to return home with my tail between my legs, when a customer, a kind stranger, approached me. Your sketches are beautiful. Ever thought of showing them to a gallery? That small validation reignited the flicker of hope that had almost extinguished. Then, one day, everything changed. I walked into a small local gallery with my portfolio clutched tightly in my hands, heart racing. To my surprise, the owner loved my work and offered me a solo exhibition. That night, as I stood in front of my paintings, surrounded by art enthusiasts, I finally felt what it meant to succeed. The room buzzed with admiration as strangers marveled at my art, and I couldn't help but smile when I overheard someone say, "This piece looks like pure emotion." That was the moment I knew I had made it. Years later, I returned home for my sister's wedding. I was apprehensive, knowing how my family viewed my choices, but I walked in wearing a tailored suit, a far cry from the scrappy artist they once knew. As I mingled with guests, I spotted my mother in a corner, flipping through a magazine. Suddenly, her eyes widened and she gasped. That's my son," she whispered, pointing at a feature on my solo exhibition. I watched as her expression shifted from disbelief to pride. "I can't believe it," she murmured, her voice trembling. In that moment, I felt a bittersweet pang in my heart. I had achieved my dream, but it came at the cost of years spent in silence, doubted by those who should have believed in me first. As my family surrounded me, I felt a wave of forgiveness wash over me. I had learned that success was not about gloating, but about rising above. The laughter that once stung became irrelevant, replaced by the warmth of my accomplishments and the love I had for the family who had doubted me. I had transformed, not just in skill, but in spirit, and what once felt like an impossible dream had become my reality.